Hello everyone, greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Today I want to treat you with a very special topic, the forbidden fruit, or can you date your sexual fantasy? I knew the second I met you that there was something about you that I needed. Turned out it wasn't just something about you, it was just you. Beautiful disaster. I love reading. I read a lot of business literature, a lot of psychological books, a lot of professional books, classics of course, and many books and articles for my PhD research. But every now and then I feel like reading a romantic modern novel. They help me to relax and even they inspire me for new articles for my blogs for ladies. So what is so addictive about modern romantic literature? I guess the fact that in such books love conquers all, and even when there is no happy ending, still after reading such books you feel like all you need is love or just a boyfriend. Men in such novels are usually described either like sexy, hot, rich guys, think of Mr. Grey from 50 Shades of Grey, or like hot inked tattoos guys who ride Harley Davidson. This is a fantasy that most of women have, and most of women find such guys physically attractive. Usually the scenario in such novels is pretty simple and standard. At the very beginning, the main character, the lady, will try her best not to fall in love with the charm of this strange bad boy or arrogant, sexy rich guy, but then still she will fall for him, they will have a passionate kiss, then really hot sex, and at the end of the book he will marry her and they will have 2 kids. Usually the way the author describes this perfect guy who is 6'10", with perfect six-pack, strong muscular arms, well, female audience goes gaga after reading such description. After reading such novels, most of women are secretly dreaming about this exact type of guy, and they are not ready to accept anything less. They are looking for this exact exemplar. So often I hear from my male clients that they are so visual, or he's just more visual than other guys, or he just cherishes beauty so much, etc., etc. Pretty often these guys forget that ladies are visual too. They also want to like what they see. Every time I interview the gentleman who is 5'4", despite the fact that he is sweet, he has a great education, he is established professionally, he has a great sense of humor, I understand that his height will limit the pool of his potential matches. So while interviewing him, I keep in mind that I will concentrate on those ladies who have already overcome this syndrome that, oh, I date only guys who are 6'10" with perfect six-pack. Usually these ladies have already been burned by a super guy like that. I try to concentrate on those ladies who will appreciate and truly like my client for his blue eyes, for his great education, for his romantic ideas, great cooking skills, sense of humor, for his habit to hold the door for them and stand up each time they enter the room. I am looking for ladies who will appreciate him, all of him, for who he is. My matchmaking strategy looks reasonable, doesn't it? But so often my male clients prevent some obstacles themselves, and these obstacles and limitations prevent them from meeting someone special and being truly happy. Not so long ago I have been working with a gentleman who is just 5'2". He was divorced and has 2 kids from the previous marriage. He was well educated, sweet, and spoke 3 foreign languages. When I have just conducted the first interview with him, his wishes regarding his perfect match were quite reasonable. He wanted to meet someone petite, well educated, sweet, and at least 8 years younger. As we all know, appetite comes with the food. After I have conducted several introductions, my male client became greedy. A beautiful, petite, well-educated younger lady was already not enough for him. He wanted her to have green eyes and skinny knees. After several dates, he has demanded that I create a Frankenstein for him, because he found the hair of the first girl super appealing, but her personality was not as sweet as the personality of the girl number 2. But the girl number 3 had not very skinny knees, but a great personality. But the girl number 5 had the most beautiful green eyes. So, is it possible to meet a girl whom you will find 100% appealing? Is it possible to marry a petite blonde with perfect green eyes, blonde hair, skinny knees, university degree in classical Russian literature, the girl who has sweet personality and who finds short, not traditionally handsome guys hot? If you're looking for that, I would say that your dating strategy seriously sucks. When you start searching for your best half, the healthy approach is to look for a person and not for special parts. Look for someone who will find you with all your strengths and weaknesses truly amazing. Look for a person who will find you hot despite the fact that you have been sick for a week or you have just taken a 50 hours flight. If there is something about the girl in front of you that you really like, give yourself a chance to get to know her better. Maybe she's just what you're looking for, despite the fact that her knees are not super skinny and her eyes are not green but let's say brown or blue. Of course, you can try to become a guy from a book, a fantasy of every woman. But keep in mind that fashion for books and book heroes is so changeable. Several years ago, ladies wanted to date the vampire from Twilight Saga, and now they want to date Mr. Grey. Don't forget that usually reality is much more exciting than fantasy if you choose to actually live in the reality and make it special. With love, Svetlana Mukha, Diolli.com.